G'day everyone, it's Warren from NQ Explorers. Today I'm back in an army camp. Colin and I detected this just a few days ago, late in the day, and we headed off home on the weekend. And so I came back up here today by myself and see if I can have another scratch around and see what we can find, because some of the areas in here, which hitherto have been pretty grassy, aren't too bad. So I'll spend a few hours in here today and see what I can pick out of the place. So thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly with the first rally. Just dug this very interesting looking cap, definitely a World War II item, about 4 inches down, big 85 on the AT Pro International. It's got a knurled edge. Yeah, that's a really heavy little item. Not sure what that is off, but you can see the screw thread on the inside of it. Nice one. Okay, we'll go from the top with this one. I haven't touched the ground. The leaflet is still in situ next to a big old gum tree. Hear that high tone? Proportional audio is fairly soft. I'm getting 80 at 20 centimetres. If I come in sideways, I'm getting a similar quality signal. Dropped to about 78, so this could be a good recovery. Let's hope so. It's gone a bit quiet. I've been digging little tiny bits of brass stud and things like that. I've had the AT Pro on maximum sensitivity because it's such quiet ground here. It's just a granite sand in places. Okay, we've got an 81 now, and as you can hear, the proportional audio is getting louder. So I'll just disturb all the soil around the target, and we should be getting close to what we're about to recover here. Okay, I'm getting a pretty solid 85 now. So isn't going to be a 303 hole. We're pretty confident of that. And it's a deep target. Oh, and here it is. It just came out. You might not have seen that. Have a look at this. What a ripper. That's a beauty. Looks to be a halfpenny. That was a high signal for a halfpenny. Okay, let's pull this ball apart and we'll see what year we've got on this coin. Okay, here we go. It's a nice little recovery where it's popped out of the soil like that. There she goes. There's the imprint. See, that's in good condition. Because it's a granitic, well-drained soil, quite sandy granite, coins and relics in great condition up in here. Okay, there's the kangaroo. You can probably see the date there under his tail. So it's that's going to be a World War II kangaroo halfpenny. There's King George VI there, I can see him. Oh, that's a beauty. I'm really happy with that. That was only a weak tone, as you heard, from the top through the leaf litter. As you can see here, we've got a bit of structure, concrete edging. Would have been probably a fibro building of some sort in this little army camp, or a large army camp. There's tent floor areas all the way through here where they've levelled the ground for the tents. And I'd say this could have been some sort of ablution block. I don't really know. It's all mossy and overgrown and falling apart. Some of it further in there has been disturbed. There's bits of concrete that have been rolled up by a dozer or something, but generally in here it's pretty much as it was when the troops walked out of here in 1945. Well, I'm right on the spot where I was telling you about showing that little bit of old concrete. I was standing right on top of this target when I stepped back. Check this out. Got a pretty good high 70s. You can hear it's quite faint on the audio. That'll get louder as you get deeper. So let's go live again like we did with that last halfpenny dig, and hopefully we'll have a nice little recovery again. So we'll just pull back these leaves and check it again with a detector coil. Okay, solid 76, 77. That's more the reading I'd expect from a halfpenny than I got. Was that last one was in the 80s? But of course it just depends on the soil conditions and how much corrosion the coin's undergone, the acidity there. So many factors involved in metal detecting. It's not a world of absolutes. Okay, we're out. Didn't see anything come out there, but nice and loud now. Oh, what have we got here? It's a jungle shirt button. Beauty. Look at that. That was a nice signal, wasn't it? From the top. Beauty. Taking 2 inches off there, got a solid 76. That sounds promising. Haven't had a high tone target for quite a while actually. I went into a big loop in the bush and went quiet. I was just trying to establish the extent of what I was looking at here, and into an area I hadn't been, but there was just absolutely no targets whatsoever, no iron, nothing, so no activity. Okay, this target's out. On this right hand side here. Let's see what we've got. Still a good solid 76. What do we got? Oh, it's right in front of me. It's a piece of copper stud or a copper nail or rivet or something like that. This one's a good solid 76 up against a big clump of grass. I've got it out of the hole and it's in this mullikeep somewhere. The machine was indicating as such. Okay. Here it is, and it's a great little find actually. It's a chin strap buckle off a slouch hat. Little tiny buckle. What a beauty. Yeah, that was a 76 right from the top. And it was a really good signal, and that shows you how sensitive the AT Pro is. I've only got it on 7, the sensitivity. It's not a flat out, so yeah, nice one. Another good signal here from the top. Slightly higher than that chin strap buckle, which is 76. This is 79. It's only 10 centimetres down, 4 inches. If it's a coin size object, that is. Let's see what we got. 79. Got a pretty good run in here today, given that Colin and I have been here so many times. Look, you just can't never go up on a place. You're always going to go back and find things coming in a different direction. Grass is different. So many variables. Metal detecting. Okay. Up in the side here. Nice high tone, so oh, lovely webbing buckle, look at that. That's a ripper, complete with a pin. I won't knock the dirt out of it yet because that's a really nice bit of brass. Beauty. Well, there's that buckle I just got. It's actually got the leather. It's not webbing, it's got leather through it there. It must be an old leather belt. And you can see the leather's still in there, black leather. Beauty. Oh, I just went back to the Land Rover and had a cup of tea. Very first target when I started out. And I've been a bit quiet before I had the cup of tea. Shows you a little bit of refreshments make a difference. This beautiful big webbing buckle. That was an 80. Well, I'm going to walk past that signal. Gee, what a ripper. Well, things are ramping up out here. I just chased a snake out. He took off like he was more frightened of me than I was of him. And just walked into this big spider's web. Nearly got a face full of this bloke, but managed to avoid it. So, getting into some gnarly country now. Just having a bit of a sit down on this stump here after the snake incident. I've come out to the clearing. Yeah, this camp here, as I've explained in the past, with the 7th and the 9th Division, 2nd AIF, you don't hear me talk about the other divisions so much because they didn't camp here. 1st to 5th Division were 1st AIF, that was First World War. At the start of the Second World War, the 6th Division was formed. These are all volunteer troops, they weren't militia. And they were sent to Europe to join the British Expeditionary Force in France. But France fell before they got there. And they ended up in North Africa against the Africa Corps. They also went to Greece and all through the Middle East. And then they came back to Australia, but they didn't camp here. This was the 7th and the 9th Division. And the 8th Division unfortunately went to Biak in the Dutch East Indies and Singapore in defence of those areas against the Japanese onslaught after Pearl Harbor. And unfortunately most of those men went into captivity, and many were sent to the Burma-Siam Railway and didn't return, unfortunately. So 8th Division, you won't hear me say anything about 8th Division camps because they were all prisoners of war pretty much. 6th Division didn't camp here. When they came back from the Middle East, they went to New Guinea, Buna, Gona, all along the top, Sanananda, that sort of thing. Ended up in Borneo, Balikpapan, as did the 7th and 9th divisions. So generally, these camps were set up by the 7th Division and were later occupied by the 9th, or the other way around when they rotated backward and forward to New Guinea. Many of the Australian divisions actually rotated back home for rest periods during that time, before they went to the mop-up in the islands, which were fairly bloody campaigns and cost a lot of Australian lives. But those men all camped in this area, 7th and 9th, not so the 6th or the 8th. Well, I just got this target. It wasn't very deep. Very high tone, 76, so it's got to be silver at that reading. It's definitely some sort of pendant, and you can see where it's a little hanging area there. I'll give it a clean, see if I can see anything written on it or determine what it is. It's quite heavy, so I'm going to say it's silver. It's not an alloy. Let's see what this is. Well, there it is. I don't think it's World War II. It's probably modern, but it's sterling silver. It looks like it's a lion. It's just solid silver, really heavy. And on the back, it's not a hallmark as such, but it says S. I think it's SSIL. So that's not. That may be Asian silver or from Indonesia or Thailand. I'm not sure. Don't think it's World War II, but it's sterling silver nevertheless. And it's, like I said, it's got some weight to it, so it's quite solid. Anyway, that's a nice little find. Not World War II, but I'll take it anyway. Okay, well, I've circled around in the bush here, and I've come back to roughly where Colleen found that rising sun a couple of days ago, about 20 metres from that spot. As you can see, I've started a dig. I've got a good solid 81, 82 here, so that's a high tone. I haven't had something up there for a while. I'm pretty sure it's right in the bottom of the hole. This is going to be a coin. Watch me be wrong, but now it's quite deep. Right. Okay, I'm getting it up in there with the pro pointer. Just dig around that and see if we can gently drag it out, whatever it is. Oh, okay. I can see the coin there. So can you probably. I've just disturbed it. And alas, it looks to be a 2-cent piece. I'm pretty sure that's 2 cents. That would be that would be an 81, 82. It's a lovely bit of bronze. A lot of the early ones, yeah, it's 2 cents. Were made from remelted pennies and halfpennies, so they're good quality metal, unlike modern coins. 2 cents. Well, I just had another break and a cold drink, and I got a high tone 86 coming back up the hill from the Land Rover. I thought it was scrap. It didn't look too exciting. It was just this ball of soil. Check it out. We've got ourselves a silver coin. That was deep. That was 8 inches down if it was, yeah. And it was just a whisper. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. World War II's, that'll be, sixpence. That's pretty worn, isn't it? Look at it. It's a sixpence, all right. Okay, there is King George VI. Definitely sterling silver. I'll get a clean on it, and I'll just do a quick bush clean now, and we'll see what date it is. Well, this is after a quick bush clean. It's a lovely sterling silver sixpence. I can't quite make the date out, but I'm sure you can see it there with the magnification on the video. That's in great condition. Not much wear. King George VI coin. Well, I've got my tail up again now. I hadn't had a good target for a while, so we'll keep going. Just about another spider encounter. Nearly walked into this bloke and got a face full of that. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, we're heading around this grass here. We're going to scout around there because there could be some snakes in there, and it's pretty thick. You can't really swing the call in there anyway. So past the spider and the snakes, might get some more fun. Right, we're back in the leaf litter. This one here, 77, and it jumped to 81, so it's not a completely consistent signal. Let's give them quite a lot of depth indication on the depth meter, so I've got rid of all this leaf litter. See what we've got down here. Really need this big coil in the leaf litter because you just lose depth with you can't get the coil on the ground basically. A little 5x8's brilliant in on the ATs in areas where you got a lot of targets, but you know, when you got a lot of leaf litter, you're losing depth with the little coil. Okay, that's pretty. It's a little bit jumpy. It's not probably not a coin the way it's jumping. But could be another bit of cutlery actually. It's jumping in two different directions, which always happens with your cutlery because, especially spoons and things, when you've got a bowl and a stem. Oh, this could be difficult. Looks like it's down under this tree root. I'm right up against the gum tree here. Oh no, I might have it out. Yes, I have, and it's a beautiful buckle. Hence the high tone and the jumpiness in the signal. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Not the usual run-of-the-mill webbing buckle. It's got a circular section on the back. Oh, okay, we'll give that a clean and we'll have a look at that. I'm just going to do a quick wrap of what we've found in this camp the last couple of days. Me today and Colleen and I are on the weekend. I'm in the back of the Land Rover because it's getting a bit windy out there and you won't hear the commentary for the wind noise. But there's this Colleen's Rising Sun, which is an absolute perler. It's still got the lugs and parts of the pin intact. I don't know how that came off the slouch yet, but it has. There's that officer's pip I got today, Order of the Bath, and it's still got the pin. A couple of silver there, they're sixpence. I think that's a 42, and it's 1940 threepence I got the other day. 243 halfpennies, a jungle shirt button. That ID disc I got was actually, well, it's not blank, but it's not valid. It's got 4 letters stamped on it, TREO, trio. So it's a throwaway, it wasn't real. A slouch hat chin strap buckle, a couple of bits of pack webbing buckles. This nice buckle here, I found them before, but I can't quite remember what they're off. This one here with the leather belt still in situ, a nice old World War II fork. And the silver lion, well, I'd say that's modern. That's probably looks like Asian silver to me. They don't, their hallmark. It's not an old hallmark on it or anything. So, I don't, unless it's from the Middle East, but I doubt it. We have found Middle East silver in here before, but I don't know. I'll research that. If I'm wrong, you'll hear about it. Anyway, so that's the finds from the camp today and on the weekend. I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. Thanks for watching. Happy fossicking. Bye for now.